Yeah, good evening, Madhav. Beyond the hypocrisy, beyond the doublespeak, let me come to the matter of the MSP because it has been made into a crux of these protests. And, because I've been listening very patiently to my esteemed panelists, I hope they won't interrupt me because I'm going to say something which is apolitical and only technical. You see, the concept of the MSP originated in the 1960s when we were a food grain scarce nation, not able to feed our own and depended on third-grade US wheat imports. With the coming of the Green Revolution, everything changed. But because MSP encourages sanctioned loot, it has continued. Let me explain. Please give me a couple of minutes. It's very important. Number one, only 6% of the 18 crore Indian farmers benefit from MSP. Only 6%. Number two, the very concept is antithetical to free market and sound economics. Logic tells you that the moment the state decides the MSP of any farm produce, it leads to excessive production of that produce at the cost of other produce. And this is what has happened. Number three, MSP on wheat and rice has meant that Punjab grows only these grains. The government buys only these grains. And our godowns are brimming with only these grains. Brimming and rotting, with up to 30% of them going waste because government procurement is way over its needs that are only for PDS and buffer stock maintenance. Our buffer requirement for rice is only 39 million tons, while we have stocked our godowns right now in 2020 with 102 million tons. Number four, with the MSP increasing year on year to placate farmers and political vote banks, private companies find it cheaper to buy grains from sources other than the state, even import it. Number five, with increasing MSP, cost of every value added along the chain also increases, from seeds to production to retail, leading to inflation. Number six, with no one buying the MSP produce, its quality suffers. The environmental damage for hoarding produce no one wants is immense. Number seven, if MSP was to be guaranteed for all agricultural produce, the government would be shelling out around 16 lakh crores of our money. Eight, fixing of MSP is archaic and prone to miscalculations. ICAR says Indian farmers have lost 45 lakh crores due to faulty MSP pricing of produce in last 15 years. Number 9, please give me 30 seconds, Madhav. 62% of all farmers surveyed recently said they want to fix their own price for their own produce. Number 10, if you turn MSP as mandatory for private companies, they'll simply refuse to buy it. It is cheaper to import. Also, why should the state force me to buy something at a price it has set? Are we a communist country? Fact is, even the state dumps excess produce it has hoarded at a fraction of MSP, thereby garnering huge losses. So even the government is not able to sell at MSP. But who wants to listen to farmers? To end, Madhav, just 10 seconds. MSP is a Soviet-era legacy, where the state decides everything. For India to not meet the fate of Soviet Union, we must listen to reason and logic and not these Soviet-loving sickle ninjas.